right. So, with that being said, let's go ahead and bring out our first single lady. Hello, welcome in.
Hello.
What's your name?
My name is Ashley.
Ashley, how old are you?
I'm 31.
And what do you do?
I'm a licensed esthetician and I'm in school.
All right. So, what do you like to do for fun?
I like to go hiking, do anything adventurous, like I went skydiving.
Oh, wow.
I like to hang out with my mom because she's funny and go out to eat.
Okay. What do you look for in a man?
Someone who is ambitious, is goal driven, someone who's trustworthy and communicates well.
All right. What are some deal breakers?
Someone who is combative,
Okay.
someone who I cannot trust, and someone who plans all these goals but never accomplishes them.
Okay. All right. So, we haven't got any pop balloons yet.
Okay.
Let me go ahead and hand you a pick.
Okay.
Hold on to that.
What up, YouTube? It's your boy Henny Knows. We are back at it again with a brand new reaction video, man. Shout out to Arlette once again, killing the game. Shout out to all of y'all who are liking, subscribing, and commenting to all these videos, man. I appreciate it. It's really making me want to keep going with this. But in saying that as well, make sure you actually like follow the other stuff that I'm doing, like the content. You know what I mean? The reactions are cool, but I got some good content coming out. If you see the blackboard here, as I say every single time, your boy's got goals for this year. And this right here, that right there is the big one. That's the big one. You know what I'm saying? Your boy's going for the 3:30 marathon. It's gonna be a lot of work. I did a marathon last year in 2024, first time ever doing one, and I did not get anywhere near that number. So there's gonna be a big push, big motivation, and how y'all can support me is by making sure you tell your friend to tell a friend to tell a friend, and you subscribe to me. You get me? It's your boy Henny Knowles from the Six Side. Make sure you follow me on everywhere. Netflix, Twitter, Adobe Premiere, wherever. Just follow me. You know what I mean? Message your boy. But let's get back to the video, man. We keep talking. Let's do it.
And there is, how many guys are here? Okay, I'm gonna have you pop 3
My
balloons.
bad. Commentary on this one. I like her dress so far. So far, she's looking good. She's looking really like put together, real demure, as the woman be saying. I'd be hip. I'm not too old. But yeah, she looked good. Her hair's done too. Good chocolate skin on this one too. So we're in here.
I
In here.
know. 3 balloons.
In here.
Now.
Whenever you're ready, go on over.
Okay.
Pop two.
Mm,
Pop the man's with the cowboy hat. First of all, they in Texas. Don't know why you got that.
This is embarrassing.
Yeah. This guy. Seen it
Okay,
too.
2 more.
The Kango. I told y'all.
And 1 more. Okay, let's start right
Dang, my homie with the light skin with the
let's
shirt.
have your name and
The
age.
shirt.
I'm Fendi. I'm 34.
Okay. Fendi, what do you do?
I'm a musician on my own record label, and I also work a 9 to 5. But we keep it music though. Yeah. How you doing?
Everybody a musician.
So, Fendi, why was your balloon unpopped?
I like the way she looked. She came out. She was well spoken, well dressed.
Thank you.
I feel like we could have fun. You was talking about the hiking thing. Let's go get lost. It was cool. I dig what you put down. You feel me?
Okay.
Yeah. That's
Cameraman
it.
panning
Why
out
we
to
end
the
up popping
feet.
his?
It's really not too much. I feel like maybe the other guys were presented a little bit better. You're handsome. I just popped.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's all right, yeah.
You ever notice on these shows? I've been peeping it too because I be watching a lot of these. The light skin guys have been getting X'd out a lot. You know what I mean? I'm not saying always, but been steadily seeing that. You know, as a dark skinned man myself, I've been preing it. It's just interesting. It's interesting. Since a certain beef happened, it just seems interesting to me. But whatever.
Let's go on over here. Your name and age.
Demetrius, 37.
And Demetrius, what do you do?
Work for the city and drive trucks. Well, commercial driver.
Okay. All right. So why was your balloon unpopped?
Actually, some of her deal breakers was positive. Like she said
Yeah.
something about like if you career driven, if you're not, then she don't want to mess with you.
Okay.
But I'm career driven, so I'm like that's a positive to me. I turned the negative to a positive, and she
Okay.
chocolate too, like darker the berry.
What did I say?
Oh
So
boy.
ain't nothing wrong with
Or you
that.
said all much?
So I mean, it's all good. Black queen. Yeah, she lovely though. Nice lips, everything. I ain't gonna lie.
You guys going?
Why'd you end up popping his balloon?
Macking.
Yes, ma'am.
I want someone who I can look up at.
Oh,
No
okay.
offense.
Hey.
Yeah.
Okay, hike
But
ain't
you're
gonna get you to
still
the altar
handsome.
though. You can't look
For
at that.
me, probably.
Oh, hike. Okay.
How tall are you?
The doctor says. The doctor says. What did the doctor say? I'm like 5'4.5", but
Okay.
with these boots on, I'm like 5'5".
I'm 5'5".
I'm just saying, I ain't tripping though.
But you look great.
Oh,
You
thank
look
you, ma'am.
nice.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You look nice.
Thank you.
Now, homie. First and foremost, ladies, we ain't coming at you anymore for the height stuff. If you're gonna go down that hill, keep going up that hill. It is what it is. I ain't gonna keep talking about it because I feel like a lot of other content creators might go in and say, "Oh, why are we talking about height in 2025?" Da 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 da. But yo, don't argue with women. If they like the height, they like the height. You know what I'm saying? For this gentleman though, I think just keep going at it and go pre some of the shorter ladies. If you're looking for someone to climb, you'll eventually find it too. Like the short guys, I'm not sure myself, so I don't know, but I've been seeing it. It does seem like the short guys are coming back into style for some of these ladies, and yeah, man, my guys dress well. I just don't like the hat. But it is what it is. Get back to this.
Okay, let's go to the last one you ended up popping. Your name and age.
Yeah, Timothy, 38.
Okay. And Timothy, what do you do?
I'm an independent contractor and a real professional day trader.
He looks like a carpenter.
Okay, so why was your balloon unpopped?
I just wanted to hear her out. I was going to pop initially. I thought your skirt was kind of too short, like more. I know. I feel like I can almost see your panties. To be honest with you, that's just being honest with you.
Okay, that's fine.
Man, just hold the L, man. Just hold the L. It's a mutual thing at this point, right? If you're gonna pop and she popped you, just be like, yo, she's well presented. I just wanted to hear more. Move on. You know what I mean? Handshake, whatever. That right there, that shows the character of a man more than anything. If you're gonna go in and as soon as she popped you, be like, nah, I was gonna pop you anyways. It's like, damn, you don't know how to take the L. It's seeming a little petty, seeming a little immature, you know? That's me personally, especially for a man who just says he's 38, 37, whatever. Come on, man. Come on.
Fine.
Don't argue with females. We ain't doing
So why
that.
do you end up popping his
We ain't
balloon?
doing that.
He's just too skinny. I got a little. I don't know. He's just
A little
too
meat on the bone.
skinny.
A little meat on the bone.
All right.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
the loafers are crazy.
Okay. We've got
my style.
how many balloons left? 5. Okay, go ahead and ask these remaining guys a question. Help you narrow it down.
When you're in a relationship, how do you show love to that person?
Okay, let's start here. Name and age first.
Trey Stylist, 35.
Okay, Trey, what do you do?
I'm a barber, career barber,
Stylist.
and also a serial entrepreneur.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then the question.
One more time. with the
How
question.
do you show love when you're in a
How do I
relationship?
show love? Well, I'm kind of like a 90s love type guy. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? I really want to like be
Romantically.
intimate, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Like get some
Yeah.
time together. You feel what I'm saying? Like 90s love. My love languages would probably be physical touch and like acts of service. Yeah.
Okay.
So that kind of give you an idea where I'm at with it.
Okay, sounds
Yeah.
good.
Can you invest in American real estate if you're a foreigner?
Yeah, I live in Canada and all my properties I own are in the US.
Why not invest?
Over here, your name and age.
My name is Sydney. I'm 37.
Sydney, what do you do?
Gucci
My
down.
profession is I own a dental practice in Charlotte and also a roadside service in Charlotte and also in New York. So 2 locations.
Okay,
Yeah.
nice.
And if you want
I
to
gotta
answer
make
your
it
question,
money.
how do you show love in a relationship?
Part of my way of showing love is basically just making sure that she gets the attention that she needs, being a good communicator and understanding what her needs and wants are. And then I think that's a good way for me to understand what type of love language she's seeking. So
Okay, sounds good.
Now hold on. Y'all, I hope y'all didn't think I was just gonna let this man skate by, you know? I am gonna talk about it. Yeah, I'm gonna talk about it. I was waiting. I was like, yo, maybe I should just late to the end, but all right, my guy's 30 something. First of all, your Gucci sweater is cool. Red pants, too tight, automatically. That's just me personally. I don't like that. I don't, but I'm not a ting, so I'm not gonna, you ain't wearing that for me. The watch is crazy. Proper. That's a proper watch. I seen his kicks. I think they were Gucci. Those Gucci big boots, big shoes, whatever, the dad shoes. Glasses are cool. Probably Cartier. The chain's looking crazy. That's my style, and the chain too. So he's got some good style. I would just change the pants. Now the main thing we're gonna talk about is the hairline, the spray on hairline. I don't know if this guy thinks we can't see that. I don't know if he thinks we can't see the beard is also probably like shaded into. Like, I ain't dissing. I'm not trying to diss. Just we can spot that a mile away, bro. We can spot that as a bald man too. You know what I mean? As a bald guy, I am one. You see my videos. I can see it. I can pre it. I'm like, okay, this guy, he got the little fiber stuff that's that, and then probably like he darkened it out too. But whatever. We ain't gonna diss. I'm just saying.
Over here,
I see
your
it.
name and age.
Hey, I'm
I
Vernon.
see it.
I'm 40.
Sorry, what was that?
Vernon, and
Vernon?
I'm 40.
Okay, and what do you do?
Right now, I'm just investing in real estate.
wholesaling, doing mostly creative finance deals. Got an Airbnb, Turo, stuff like that. A few
Entrepreneur.
other things too, but I'm gonna keep it short and sweet.
Okay,
Yeah,
no
like
problem.
Ben.
And how do you show love in a relationship?
I show love pretty much. I feel like the whole thing should be love. Pretty much, it's like if you can listen, it's like I feel like that's a major thing. Listening, you can get too caught up in this and that and that and this, but listening is the most part for me because from there you can go from wherever you need to go to. I think like a lot of relationships probably fail because people are not listening or not really paying close attention to whatever her needs is, stuff like that. So that's what I feel love is.
Okay, thank you.
Let's go over here. Your name and age.
Mac, I'm 39.
Okay. And Mac, what do you do?
I teach financial literacy and I teach social and economic development.
Okay.
And right now, I just started doing relationship counseling.
Okay. Yeah, but you're not in a relationship.
And how do you show love in a relationship?
In a relationship, I show love based on how it's reciprocated. So I show love by making sure my woman's taken care of. You know, I think that's the most important thing to like, you know, in relationships, make sure your partner is taken care of, you know, all needs, like not just one thing, but like on all bases, emotionally, physically, spiritually, you know what I'm saying? Just the reality of a relationship. So, yeah.
Over here, your name and age.
My name is Darion, and I'm 31.
Darion, what do you do?
I own a food truck and a restaurant business.
So, how do you show love in a relationship?
So 2 ways. I show love by affection, that's my love language, and by reassurance. So if I feel like my woman is not feeling herself, I'll make sure I get it there to where she can, or at least try.
Okay, sounds good.
Oh, let me answer that question too. Let me answer that question as well. You know, it's something I'm gonna try to do from now on is really, yes, be more vulnerable and also answer some of these questions. Sometimes these ladies or gentlemen be asking. How I show love to my lady is just putting the work in. I think that's the first step. Something that I personally do, I'm intentional with, is actually listening and seeing and reacting to it properly, and actually getting better accordingly over time. Which means, like, I don't know if we're just having certain discussions or arguments that started out early in a relationship, but actually listening about those conversations and putting that work and getting better at those things. So that way she sees, okay, crap, like Henny's actually listening to this. Okay, crap, like yo, we're not actually having those fights no more because this guy did the work in, or even vice versa. Relationships at work automatically, like forget all the love this, love that. Love is there for sure. The physical is there for sure. The attraction is there for sure, but when that working over time, getting better over time, communication, it's a two-way street. And I think if we're both doing that attentively and actually putting that stuff in, we're gonna make this last. And that's just how we live by. If it breaks down, then that's where it goes fall. That's where it falls. But yeah, that's how I put that work in. I got other examples, but
And how do you?
I gotta
show
watch
love
the
in a
family vlogs.
relationship?
Really by acts of service. Like
Okay.
for example, if you say you like a certain thing, and if I'm out, I will get it, and by cooking as well.
All right.
I feel like that's regular.
Okay.
You should do that for
so
anybody. Like you
we
don't
have
gotta be
5
like active
balloons
service.
left, so go ahead and pop 2 of them.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Popping.
Sorry.
One
Action.
more.
Attraction.
Okay,
Sure,
I'll have you
fine.
stay down there. All right. So why'd you have your balloon unpopped?
She's gorgeous, and I want to hear what she had to say.
What do we end up popping his?
He actually looks like my cousin.
That's one of
And
them.
when I got closer, I was like, uh-oh.
Sometimes that's how it goes. Sometimes
Yeah, I'm sorry.
No problem. Thank you.
black people do be looking alike. Sometimes.
Where do we end up popping?
Plus
Over
he's skin tone
here.
too,
Why was
so.
your balloon unpopped?
Well, I was just open, trying to see what she had to say, stuff like that.
Okay.
And she's pretty.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Why we end up popping his?
It's really not too much, to be honest.
Okay.
Maybe I will go for a different style, more kind of cleaner and casual, more.
Outfit.
I don't
I
know.
don't like the hat either.
But you look good, but
Perfect.
I have to have a reason.
Yo.
Okay.
Yo, as a bald man, I'm gonna tell y'all this: if you got hair in your late 30s, I'm not in my late 30s by the way. If you got a good hairline, you got obviously braids. I'm sure the hair, fam. What are you doing? Like, why are you putting a hat on? It makes you look juvie. Like, there's no reason for that. Also, the white Air Forces at your big age. As much as I hate the next dude's Gucci shoes, they're more appropriate. You know what I mean? Dress your age. Just class it up a little bit. This guy still looks like he's out there on the streets. Come on, man. You gotta do all that.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
Don't miss it.
All
That's my guy
last one,
Diendo.
3
That's how you
remaining guys
dress.
have the
Put your
question.
shit together.
Let's see. if you are in a relationship and you guys have a disagreement, what is your conversation style or your disagreement style with that person? Like, how do you argue, I guess you would say?
She be looking like Cash Doll, a little bit like Cash Doll or something.
All
Like
right, answer your
somebody. She
question.
looks like somebody.
Can you reiterate that one more time?
Like, if you guys get into a disagreement, how do you handle it? Do you like give her the cold shoulder? Do you just go silent?
So
What do you do?
I'm gonna say this: like, if my woman get mad at me, we probably finna have sex. You know,
Okay.
first off, but I don't argue. I didn't grow up in a household where my parents argue. You know, and I thank them every day for that. I really do. I praise my parents every day because they probably did argue because people had their differences, but they did it in some dark room or something. They never did it in front of me and my siblings. So I'd say
that's
every
what
day I
I'm-
appreciate them for that because I got friends that I grew up with and I went to their house and their parents argued and they in argumentative relationships. But I think that in relationships, the key to it is talking it out. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to want the relationship. You're not always gonna like your partner, so you got to really like talk it out. You know what I'm saying? You got to want the relationship. So if you want the relationship enough, then you'll be willing to talk it out and work it out and work through your differences. Because arguing is that's just very traumatic. That's like what we fighting for. Like that's to me that's gonna turn me on. If a woman fussing at me, the first thing I'm gonna think is you need some fixing.
Oh, okay.
Dad is coming home to fix it, so we fixing it.
Okay.
But you
know,
right.
We ain't got to argue, you know what I'm saying? Because, like, what
But
we
you right.
arguing for? Like, you know, I don't know if y'all agree with me or what. Like, what we arguing about? You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's what I do in a relationship. I don't argue. I try to work through things.
Okay.
Let me add to that because it was a little bit jokey there too, but he's right. He's dead ass right. You know what I mean? I learned a long time ago, especially early in this relationship, me and my wifey, is just gotta cut the arguing out, just communicate, figure out what it is. And there's always a root cause of it. It's like, yo, you ain't putting the work in physically. So once you put that work in physically, then we can talk, But I'm not trying to say, I got 4 kids now, I got 3 kids, whatever. I got 3 kids now, but you always gotta solve it, bro. Gotta solve it if you want to solve it.
Let's head back over here. Okay, if you want to
Communicate the way you want to communicate.
Well, I come from a large family, a lot of sisters, so I always had to sit back and listen and get their perspective on things, and just the work background that I take on requires for me to kind of really listen, and I like to put myself in other people's shoes to better understand where they're coming from. So I think that's how I would position that first, just to kind of understand where she's coming from, and then I could get a better perspective on that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay.
I just have a feeling my guy's there for the show, bro.
I would have to say
They all are, but
we
he's
gotta
really
talk it out. Like I don't like to go to sleep angry. You feel what I'm saying? Especially if we're in a relationship. So it's gotta be some communication. We gotta talk, and make it an even playing ground. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Just
Yeah.
something like
Okay.
Okay. Time to pop a balloon.
Ready.
popping.
Okay. Sorry.
The sex.
Okay,
argue.
so why'd you have your
Here's what
balloon
it is.
unpopped?
So I didn't pop my balloon because she seemed like a person that was really looking for a match and a person that's really looking for some understanding and some guidance, So I didn't pop my balloon because she seemed like a woman that's, like we out here looking for love. She seemed like she needs some guidance. But you know what I'm saying? Obviously, no, seriously,
He's candid, bro.
She's here. She's here, so she obviously looking for some guidance, but she can't recognize the prize. So obviously she make a lot of bad decisions. How many kids do you have?
I'm done, Arlette.
How many kids
Damn.
do you have?
I'm
He's
not
right.
here to answer.
So why'd you pop his balloon?
He's-
for
yo.
this exact
Hold on.
reason? Hold on.
Either he right or he right. I'm telling you right now, you right.
Oh, 1 second. Hold on. Why'd you end up popping his balloon?
Because he went right to sexual, opposed to how do you communicate and, so.
Well,
Yeah.
intimacy
You
is the
couldn't
most
really
important
answer
thing in a relationship because if you can't intimately satisfy your woman, then she gonna go around the corner or next door. You know what I'm saying? But it ain't all about sex though. Relationships is definitely 100% not about
You said-
sex. So you missed it though.
You
But
said
missed the
communication,
part
too.
Where I articulated
Yeah.
and everything else that I said.
Yeah.
So maybe it's some guidance that's missing in your life.
Yo, he ain't lying.
Maybe I don't know. Maybe
Look at
your
Arlette.
upbringing is different than mine.
Well, thank
Damn.
you for sharing.
Okay, Arlette. Okay, Arlette.
Let's head back.
Okay,
All
Arlette.
right, so we've got 2 guys left. Go ahead and ask them another question.
How would you plan a first date for your lady?
Okay. How would you plan a first date?
I guess with the first date, first of all, I'm gonna learn a lot about you before we step out, and then that's gonna give us. If we're doing a lot of laughing, and I love comedy clubs, I love activities. I like just doing things that's more active. And if I feel that you have more of a laid back personality, I think I get a chance to know you a little bit better. Maybe you sit down and just grab a nice bite to eat and sit down and probe a little bit more. So that's probably how I do my first date. It's kind of like on our chemistry, and then I kind of make that decision based upon how we both feel with our energy, where we headed next. So,
Okay, thank you.
I have a couple things planned.
First date. It would have to be like where we at. Like that's something like chemistry wise that I would pick up. Like I'm really like fine on finding out what you like. You get what I'm saying? So it'll probably be more like how we vibe. Like
Clean up the answer a little bit.
listen to, what I pick up, what I see that you interested in, and then we go from there. Like if you're a foodie, we're gonna go food. If you're more
clean it up.
intimate and just want to take a walk in the park, maybe that.
Clean up the
Thank you.
Ain't bad.
Guys,
I
any
don't know
questions
she
for
likes
her?
it. What about the kids?
You got kids?
Yes, I have one.
You have one
Ah,
kid?
you was right.
Yes.
Okay. Your profession is?
Licensed esthetician. I do facials, skincare, waxings, and I'm in school.
I might have to pop on that.
Okay, that's fine.
Because I'm a barber.
Oh,
I'm a
okay.
barber. So like I know our schedules is gonna like collide, and then I just know the profession and the industry. You got a little bit too much emotion for me. I'm looking for a little bit something, more executive.
Okay.
But no, you beautiful though.
What?
Thank you.
And I didn't think I would say that either, but like just to women that I pop on, but you beautiful. No, for real.
Thank you.
Like I said, he was an executive as a
Now,
barber.
is he someone that's your type?
Yes, he is. He actually dressed really nice. He's handsome.
Told you.
He's
Thank you.
groomed well. Yeah.
Thank you.
We'll put
You're
together.
welcome.
Any questions?
Like I said, he wants an executive.
Step into Wix Studio, the web platform for agencies and enterprises.
Does my G really think?
where do you live?
I live in
executive
LA.
chick?
You live in LA.
Mhm.
Okay.
Where are you?
I'm in Charlotte. Yeah.
Okay.
Charlotte, between Charlotte and New York.
Mm.
Yeah.
It is farther.
That's your only question?
Actually, we have. What's the question? Where do you live? What is your way of communication? What's your strength as far as communicating is concerned?
It's really open. If I feel like our energies are not matching, or if I feel that you're more down than usual, then I'm going to ask you, like, hey, what's up? Maybe I need to do something that you may like. Mind you, my way of love is food. So maybe over dinner, we talk about it, like, hey, did I miss something?
Yeah.
Like, what's going on?
I love food. I'm a
Yeah.
foodie. As far as like confrontations, how do you actually deal with them? Because I did notice that you kind of shut down a little bit when you were having that interaction, and you just kind of like shut them. I'm a
Yeah.
foodie. As far as like confrontation. How do you actually deal with them? Because I did notice that you kind of shut down a little bit when you were having that interaction, and you just kind of like shut them out. Like, even though it may have been kind of off with that question per se, but the shutdown was kind of more like, like, nah, I'm just. So how do you deal with confrontation?
Well, if it's with someone that I love, then I will get to the root of the problem. But if it's a stranger, I'm not going to engage.
What about in dating? If you don't love them, but you're just like in a dating phase?
Well, I feel like dating is to get to a point of getting together. The long goal or the end goal is marriage. So that's something that I will work towards and try to figure out, you know?
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's a beautiful thing. I think with me, I'm really big on communication. I really express that. And I think that interaction kind of really had me open my eyes as far as just like the shut off point. I was curious to see how you would manage that situation there. I think that you're really a strong mother and a strong person, but that would be my thing right there. I think I may want to hold tight on that one.
Pop that, bro.
Yeah.
So what does that mean? Are you
He's popping.
Are you popping or oh? Go ahead. Okay.
Hey, man, be clear, fam. Just say like, nah, it's
So,
not working
is
for
he
me.
Someone that is your type?
No.
No. Okay. And why
Damn.
not?
I don't. The outfit is too much for me. I like a laid back type of casual attire.
Should have been popped. Why'd you wait till now? You see, same thing she did before, or that other man did
All
before.
right. Well, that is all the balloons popped, but we do thank you so much for coming on. Give it up for her, guys. Thank you.
We're gonna close it up at that one, man. I mean, that was interesting. That's how we kicking off this episode too. That was the first one, so no issues with her. Like I said, I think she was cool. Well put together. Her hair looked nice. All that good stuff. But some people just weren't feeling it. You know what I mean? Just interesting to see some of the older heads how they deal with relationships at their age. You know what I mean? You can really start to see why they're single. Not to diss, I'm not dissing. I'm just saying it's like, okay, see, kicking in. But anyways, man, let's close this out. It's your boy Henny Knows. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. Make sure you drop a comment below, man. Let me know what you're thinking. Let me engage with y'all. I always respond back to a comment. I swear to y'all, I always respond back to the comment. So yeah, man, follow me, like, subscribe, peace, all that good stuff.